Stocks and crypto assets have roared to their highest levels in history as markets celebrate Donald Trump winning a second term as US president. Welcome to the Daily. My name's Jessica Amir. I'm a market strategist with Mumu. Well, investors appear to be buying everything and anything that's a risk asset and could bode well from Donald Trump's pro-business stance with less regulation and taxes. We saw the three major indices surge to brand new record all-time highs. The broad S&P 500 made its biggest one-day move after a US election ever. It rose 2.5%. The Nasdaq 100 up 2.8%. The Dow Jones 30, wait for it, it rose 3.6%, rising 1,508 points. That was its best one-day gain since 2022. Bitcoin, meanwhile, continued to roar up. It's hit a brand new record all-time high, moving well above 75,000. It's now $75,800 for the first time in history, while investors have continued to pile a massive 4.6 billion US dollars into the most popular Bitcoin ETF. That's the iShares Bitcoin Trust. That's how much money has gone in over the past 4 weeks, almost 5 billion US dollars. Why is that? Well, investors are expecting wider crypto adoption and weaker regulation from a Trump victory. In other news and markets, traders continue to buy into the US dollar, which has pushed up the US dollar, and it's carved out its biggest one-day move since 2020. Why? Well, traders are betting that Trump's tariffs will benefit corporate America. Meanwhile, investors are selling out of fixed income because they can get better returns from elsewhere. That's the thinking. That's why bond yields are now at 4.43%. That's a very high level. So what are some winners and standout stocks? Well, Tesla shares rose 15%, JPMorgan 11, Goldman Sachs 13. The steel sector was a standout, up the most overnight, up 15%. Nucor, their shares rose 16%. Who are some losers? Well, the gold price, that's fallen 3%. That's, of course, pressured down by higher US dollar. Silver has fallen 4%, and Asian currencies are also seeing a lot of pressure as well, including the Aussie dollar, which is down about 1%. It's hit a 3-day low, 65.81 US cents. As for those interested in the Aussie share market, well, the ASX futures earlier were suggesting our market would only lift 0.4%. This really reflects the fact that Australians will probably need to realise we're entering a stock pickers market. Local stocks across AI, technology, steel and crypto, including Australia's 12th biggest company, Block, they should do pretty well, while gold stocks will obviously be on the nose after gold prices stumbled. All in all, the big question is, will these gains and high levels be maintained? And these new trends that have been set, are they here to stay? Well, probably, but there is room for profit taking. For the most part, stocks and risk assets should probably do well over the coming weeks and months. Of course, with the Fed expected to cut interest rates for the second time this year on Friday, and that's ahead of what could be a gangbuster Santa rally. But what's really exciting right now is that institutions are expected to put capital back into markets. We do know that they've been waiting for certainty, and now we've got that. Keep in mind that we are entering what are typically the strongest weeks of the year for stocks. So investors will begin to question, don't know why I did a Kiwi accent there. Investors will begin to question when, but not if, when that $6 trillion of capital will start to come into equities and push up markets. And that's the Daily.